May I come in?
Yes, come in.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Take your chair. RASMIRANJAN down.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, are you comfortable?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Do you need a glass of water?
No, sir.
No. Speak something about you.
Sir, as you said, my name is RASMIRANJAN ROUT. I belong to Angul district. I have done my schooling from Kishore High School and my plus 2 from Kishore College. Both are in Angul district. After that, I have done my graduation from Gangadhar Mihir Autonomous College, Sambalpur, in the year 2012 with economics honors.
Okay.
And after that, I got selected as a bank clerk in a nationalized public sector bank, that is Indian Overseas Bank, in 2014. And I got posted at Angul. And sir, since then, I have been posted at Angul only. And my hobby is watching movies, having a social message.
Having a social message.
Yes.
Okay. What's unique about Angul?
Sir, Angul is situated at the heart of Odisha, at the center place of Odisha, and it is mineral rich district, and many coal-based power plants are there, and apart from this, steel industry are there like National Aluminium Company Limited, and Satkosia Tiger Reserve, and Tikarpada Wildlife Sanctuary, as well as a crocodile breeding center is there at Tikarpada. And this, sir.
Okay, what is your opinion about the merger of banks?
Sir, merger of banks are in the right direction because I think the banks are competing with each other, and all the banks have the control of the government of India. And sir, anything which is developmental in nature and which will give a...
Hey, why should we go for merger of banks? Why not we give option to many banks to function and so that people get advantage of that?
Because sir, merger of banks will reduce the costs that is involved in providing banking services to the people. And I think sir, government has done the right step after...
Cost to the government or to cost to the
government?
To the community?
Yes, to the government, sir. Government is recapitalizing banks because banks are struggling with the problems of NPH, and the cost is really high. So
banks are public sector banks, but
yes,
private sector banks?
Private sector banks are not that much stressed because they have very large base of their income. Because, and the minimum deposit in their banks is 10,000 rupees. And in public sector banks, we have many government schemes, and the minimum deposit that is in public sector bank is like 500 or zero balance account are opening in our banks.
So in that way, you feel that merger of banks may be
yes,
beneficial for the people and the government as well.
Yes, but sir, to a certain extent, because many banks are they are in rural areas, that should not be must because they have the autonomy to play.
So NABARD as a bank, what is the difference with normal banks?
So NABARD is a regulatory bank which deals with agriculture sector of Indian economy, and it provides credit to agriculture sector through banks, and it regulates the regional rural banks regarding the agriculture sectors.
Do they provide assistance to the individuals?
No, sir, no individuals, but banks. Through banks, they provide.
That means they give a lump sum to the banks, and bank in a particular way
yes, sir.
disburses
yes,
with the clients.
Yes.
Okay, madam.
Yes, RASMIRANJAN.
Yes, sir.
You have optional of sociology.
Yes.
Okay, this is your first time interview or?
This is my first time.
And first attempt also?
No, ma'am. This is my 6th attempt.
6th attempt?
Yes.
Okay. Prior, you have any job in bank?
No, ma'am. In bank from 2014, I have been working in the bank only.
Okay. Then why you are now choosing to switch from bank to civil services?
Ma'am, bank is primarily a commercial institution, and we serve people who come to our bank and who are primarily the customers of our bank. And
In which bank you are working
Indian
now?
Overseas Bank.
In overseas.
Indian Overseas
Indian.
Bank.
But you were working there since 14. So
2000.
you might be senior, I think,
Yes.
manager level.
No, ma'am. I am the senior cashier.
Senior?
Cashier.
Okay. But there is a time-bound promotion, I think, in bank.
Yes, but
3
I did.
years?
Yes, ma'am. In 3 years, we are eligible to go for promotion, but I did not take because of this preparation. Yes.
Okay. Rasmi, please tell now suicide amongst youth is a great cause of concern
Yes.
for the whole of the society and for our country also.
Yes.
So, could you think what are the measures that as a responsible citizen of India and also the family being the unit for taking care of the youth are new measures they could take so that we could prevent at least the numbers of the suicide and also how we could give a healthy mindset to the youth.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, suicides are a real issue and is a cause for concern. And we as a society should look into the causes of suicides and the measures in a holistic manner. Ma'am, I think as a family, we need to support our children who at a young age they go to preparation for IIT and NEET for going to quota, and the peer pressure that is there, and the apart from peer pressure, the amount of pressure that is coming from from the family as well, that is a real issue, and that needs to be looked into, and we should give them multiple career opportunity, not only in one particular sector, but multiple career opportunity, so that they don't think they are really pressurized that much.
Even some of the cases we find that after getting success also, the IITians, some of the IITians, some of the doctors, those who are highly placed in some of the jobs, still they are also taking this wrong drastic step. How could you blame that point of view that family put pressure or peer groups put
No, ma'am,
pressure?
I think they lack in counseling. We need to counsel them because we need to.
Could we just identify the signs that somebody is going to commit suicide or like that so that we go for counseling? Is there any remarks in their behavior or attitudes prior committing to suicide?
Yes, ma'am, they remain aloof from the society. They don't talk to any person from.
It is sudden decision or decision taken over a time period?
No, ma'am, I think
Do you think it is a sudden decision? No.
no, ma'am, it's a sudden decision, and the pressure as well as the decision that go hand in hand. They get pressure from the society, from the peers, from family, and the decision gets substantiated with that, and that needs to be looked into.
Okay. In the last budget of Odisha 2024,
Yes.
just after election,
Yes.
how do you look at our budget and in which government has put more provisions of budgetary allocation?
Government has done many schemes in this budget. Subhadra scheme for women empowerment is a very good step.
How much money is provision there for Subhadra?
10,000 crore is provided.
Okay. For health sector, could you tell?
For health sector, I am not sure about exact amount.
For infrastructure and roads, buildings?
No, exact amount I don't recall right now.
Okay.
But a major chunk has been given to health and education and infrastructure and agriculture actually.
RASMIRANJAN, now the problem is that most of the doctors or in any profession, they are getting posted in the interior pockets of the Odisha. They
Yes.
are not willing to go and reside there. Maybe called teacher, maybe called doctor, maybe called professor. Any profession, those who are living in those organized area are not ready to settle their family and stay there in the interior pockets. What could be the reason and how it could be resolved over a period of time? Could you tell?
Actually I have seen a movie that is Daman
Yeah.
movie Durgama Anchalare Malaria Nirakarana, and that has really inspired me, ma'am. And in that movie, it is seen that the protagonist, the doctor, he was not interested to go to Malkangiri, but he, he went there. And ma'am, I think in incentivizing the doctors by giving them some more salary.
That is there with the government.
But ma'am, I think it is about service. They need to be more empathetic towards the people they will be serving.
Now, why they are unwilling to serve at the rural pockets? What they lack that they are getting with the urban city areas?
Ma'am, the infrastructure.
Okay.
They and their family, the infrastructure they will be having in the capital city, Cuttack, Bhubaneswar area, they will not be having in the rural remote pockets, and that is disincentivizing them to go to the rural pockets. I think by improving the infrastructure, by the health education sector particularly, because their children will be studying in those areas. So
Okay, Rasmiranjan, recently our Honorable Prime Minister also visited Ukraine.
yes,
Now also the war between Ukraine and Russia is also going on.
yes.
So in between, Putin also requested India to play a key role as a mediator
Yes.
between Ukraine. What
Yes.
is the intake of our Prime Minister visit to Ukraine? Do you think that India will play one active mediator role in between Russia and Ukraine
Yes, ma'am.
for settlement of peace?
Definitely, ma'am. India is a global leader, and India will play a bigger role in the compromise between Russia and Ukraine and establishing peace over there. And I think the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, has rightly said it in his interviews, and he has rightly done this thing by visiting Ukraine after visiting Russia in after a couple of months. So India will play a bigger role in establishing peace and mediating between Ukraine and Russia.
Okay. Mr. Rasmiranjan,
Thank you, ma'am.
there were some criminal laws
Yes,
earlier,
yes,
and that has been shifted by new criminal laws.
yes.
Why and what are the new things that have been introduced there?
Sir, the earlier criminal laws uh, were in place since 1860s, and the society has progressed since then a lot, and particularly Indian society. So, and the technology has placed a key role in present times. So, in that parameter, the change in the law and in the amendment to the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, that is a good step in right direction, and technology has played a key role in this new law, sir.
Only technology and no other things.
And many laws have been kept aside from the new law, like the sedition law that is being kept out from this new law, and evident based the videography of evidence needs to be done, and and then organized crime have been introduced in this law, which was not earlier in the previous law. So, in
What about electronic evidence,
yes, sir, electronic evidence has been a major part of this law,
videography?
videography of evidence.
Okay. In Citizenship Amendment Act,
Yes,
there are certain changes,
yes,
and in the change, the act was enacted in the year
15,
2015 or 19.
19, sorry, sir,
19. Why it was not implemented, though it was enacted, and how it has been implemented now?
Sir, I think the government needs the support of masses.
No, act has been introduced.
It,
It is okay, but not government was not introducing it. What were the lacuna?
sir, a wider consensus needs to be conducted before implementing any
You are
law.
guessing or you were
No, sir, I'm guessing.
You are
sir.
guessing.
Yes, sir.
There were no rules.
rules.
Without rules,
Yes, yes.
Act cannot be introduced.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for the information.
And regarding Odisha, that there are some schemes are floating regarding pension
Yes,
to the weaker sections.
yes.
Could you name few schemes
Pension, Madhubabu Pension Yojana.
for what? Who are the beneficiaries?
For 60 and above, people above 60 years of age and above, and the widow, and the deserted,
Mm.
and the Divyangs.
Mm.
And the government has recently enhanced the pension from 1,000 to 3,500 for people above age of 80 and the Divyangs.
1,000 to 3,500
500.
per month or
Per month. Per month.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay, RASMIRANJAN,
Yes.
what is the relationship? What are the factors that is pursuing this Manipur issue to continue further?
It is more like the ethnic violence, sir.
It is there,
Yes.
but what is the issue that continues after so many steps of silence again, then recurring again and again?
I think, sir, some elements of disturbances are there. Some people who are deliberate.
What is the kind of ethnic disturbance?
It is between two major community, that is Mizo and Kuki.
Mhm. Maitei and Kuki.
Sorry, sir. Meitei and Kuki.
Yes.
Yes.
So what is the conflict?
It is about the
On which theme they are conflict?
reservation.
What
issue.
kind of?
Reservation, and in a larger scale, the wealth accumulation by one particular community.
Can you explain a little exactly what is it?
Yes, sir. I'm not sure about the exact name of that community, but between these two community, one community has more wealth and residing in the valley region, and the other community is residing in the hilly areas of the tracts. And those who are living in the valley region, they are more wealthy and more resources are there with them as compared to their counterparts in the hilly areas, and that is creating a disturbance among them.
No external agencies, this kind of violence.
Yes, sir, that might be some
No
external.
might, not might.
Sorry, sir.
You must look from a very integrative way of looking into the problem. Problems are just not as simple as you are looking at.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
one community is staying in valley, one community is staying in hilly area.
Yes.
That cannot be.
Yes, sir. I
You
need
should
to.
not tell like this.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Who are staying in valley region? Tell me. Maiteis are staying in the valley,
Well, sir.
and the Kukis are staying in the hilly areas.
areas.
But there are illegal migrants from the Myanmar.
Yeah.
They have introduced themselves and they are starting narcotic. I mean, they have a gang of means supplying narcotics,
Yes.
drugs,
Yes.
psychotropic substances,
Yes.
and that is causing problem.
Yes.
And it is funded by external agencies
Agencies.
to create disturbances in our state.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, RASMIRANJAN, this is a kind of you are being excellent. There is no issue on this. You are also quite experienced to handle things. Take care of this current national and international events.
Yes, sir.
Your mindset and understanding of the problems makes it important a little bit because you are an experienced person. They will try to look at from that angle.
Okay, sir.
So being such an experienced person, the answer is becoming silly. It should
Yes.
not happen.
Yes.
Otherwise, rest of the things are very good. Your coverage is also wide. So we are happy that you will be doing well.
Okay, sir.
We are happy, but take a
Facts.
hack to the
Like otherwise, personality is very good and everything communication is also okay. Coverage and understanding of broad things are also okay.
Okay, sir.
So I think you can make it up. When is your interview?
24th.
20, quite some time is there.
Yes.
I think you can make up to that level.
Thank you, sir.
There is enough time and this is the best opportunity for you.
How do you put it देखो
District your
On-goal district.
adapted
On whole district. Newspaper producer?
industrial.
Yes, sir. Porch.
Who newspaper? Odia newspaper?
Promaya.
Hmm?
Promaya, sir.
From where?
Right.
Who is the editor?
Yes, sir.
ତାହେଲେ ତ ଏତ ଅସୁବିଧା କୋଉଠୁ ପବ୍ଲିଶ
Publisher ଅନୁଗୁଳ ଏଡିସନ ତ ଆସେ ସାର୍।
ଏଇ ଜାଗାଟା ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହଁ ସମସ୍ତେ ଫଣ୍ଡାମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ
ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ସାର୍ ଯୋଉଟା ମତେ ଆସୁନି ମୁଁ ଟ୍ରାଏ କରୁଛି କିଛି କହିଦେବା ପାଇଁ।
ସାର୍
ସେଇ
ଏଇଟା ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଜିନିଷ ଟାଇମ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ପଢୁଛୁ
ଆଜ୍ୟୁମ କରିକି ମୁଁ ସାର୍ କହୁଛି ସାର୍।
ଟାଇମ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ପଢୁଛୁ
ତେଣୁ ଏଇ ଜାଗା ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବା ଦରକାର
Yes,
ତମର ଆଉ ପାଠ ବହି ପାଠ ପଢିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଏଇ କେତେ ଦିନ ଯୋଉ ଅଛି
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ଜଷ୍ଟ ଟ୍ରାଏ ଟୁ ପିକ୍ ଅପ୍ ସଚ୍ ଟାଇପ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଫଣ୍ଡାମେଣ୍ଟାଲ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ସ
ଓକେ ସାର୍।
ଓକେ ଆଇସ୍ ବ୍ରେକିଂ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ସ these are
Yes,
called
sir.
ice breaking questions
Anything in and around
ଟିକେ ମାନେ ଟିକେ be smart to choose questions and make out answers
Okay.
okay all the best
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
wish all the best.